Hello people, welcome back to my channel. This is the Mindset Mentor podcast with Anosong. Thank you for being here. This whole season we have been creating issues on personal development. I decided to start with personal development because I know how important this is and how less important people take it. And for you to improve yourself, we all want to improve. So to see that person you want to become, you must take personal development seriously. Now, if you are just joining us, you might want to check out the first and the second videos before this. But today's topic, we are going to be talking on how you can improve your attitude and personality as it has to do with personal development. Now, attitude is an integral part of life. You either have a good attitude or a bad attitude. It's not in between, okay? Now, it's important for you to have a good attitude because if you want to be in the circle of people who are important, you must develop a very good attitude. Now, in personal development, developing your attitude is an important part of personal development. There are a lot of things that we think we know that we do not know. And the worst thing that can happen to a person is to be in a place where you think you know what you do not know. Now, to develop a good attitude and personality, you want to first of all understand that perfectionism happens to be a bubble. It can burst anytime and you have huge consequences. You don't want to be a perfectionist. There is no perfect human being in this world. There is no perfect situation in this world. It's important for us to know that we are humans. And some of the characteristics that we exhibit that people do not like is that thing that makes us the essence of humanity, like that thing that makes us human, that imperfection. Now, as much as you want to understand that you are an imperfect human being, you want to make effort to moderate your attitude to an acceptable, form. That is the only way you can be able to relate and keep company with important people, okay? Now, in personal development, attitude is fundamental. This is what we are talking about. Now, to improve your attitude and personality, you want to know that you are not alone in it. You must admit that you have flaws. The issue of imperfection again comes in. You must be respectful towards others. You must learn not to transfer aggression. You must learn not to be condescending. Yes, a lot of people are very condescending, such that they see people that begin to size them from head to toe. They don't know that a lot of people have, word that is buried inside of them. It's not necessarily going to be what they wearing Gucci and Versace and all of that. A lot of people rate you by the things that you wear outwardly, the designers that you wear. Life is more than that, okay? So if you want to improve your attitude, then you must see learning opportunity in every circumstances. You must see learning opportunity in every human being that you meet out there. What they say to you, the things they do to you, the struggles you have been through to meet them, you must see learning opportunities in each of these situations. Now, this is a way to improve your attitude. Improving your attitude also has to do with being able to celebrate yourself. A lot of us do not celebrate our achievement. We only keep going and going and wanting more and wanting more. Yes, it's important to want more, but you don't want to undervalue what you have achieved. You don't want to undervalue who you have become. You want to look at where you're coming from and see where you are today and celebrate and motivate yourself to do better for yourself. That is a way you can improve your attitude. Now, attitude, I'm going to go back to the first point. Attitude is an integral part of life. People you come across every day, whether they are going to want to meet with you again or stop meeting with you will depend on the attitude that you exhibit. So a lot of us say people don't like us. A lot of us say we are not lucky. A lot of us say things that are not true about ourselves. This is because we are not knowledgeable of what the problem is. And sometimes we do understand that we have personal problems that we need to deal with. But then again, we put it on other people. You must learn how to take responsibility in improving your attitude. Because we are not focusing on the problem. We are focusing on other people. We are making other people responsible for what we are exhibiting, for the people, for what we are showcasing out there. Now, if a person is going to like you or not will depend on your attitude. You will agree with me that if you speak to somebody and the person retorts, provocatively on you, it is because of the way you spoke to that person in so many cases. Okay, so what you are showcasing out there determines if people want to be close to you or if people want to go away and go very far away from you. It has to do with your attitude. And for you to understand that you have problems with your attitude and you want to work on it, you have to first of all take responsibility. Admit that you have fault. Understand that you are not perfect. Now you have to look inward. What is this problem that I'm having that is making people, that is just shoving away people from my life? Do I want to deal with this, or do I want to go on with this kind of attitude? Now, if your answer is yes, I want to deal with this attitude, you take responsibility. You begin to work to moderate that attitude. You begin to work to make it better so that your relationship or interpersonal relationship with other people will be improved. That way people will want to be with you. That way people will want to form, bond with you. That way people will want to come close to you. It's not a rocket science. You hear people tell you, men don't stay with me. This man does not want to stay. That man does not want to stay. Most times it has to do with your attitude. And the problem we have is that we are refusing to take responsibility. If you find out you have attitude problem, you want to take responsibility and begin to deal with it. That is one. Then the other point I made here very clear. I have made it clear and I'm going to make it clear again. Remember that you are not alone in this. There is no one that is perfect, okay? Then another point I made here again is that you must learn how to celebrate yourself. If you achieve a certain, degree of success, or in your goal, you want to celebrate yourself. Think of where you are coming from and where you are today, and you want to be grateful to God for all that you must learn to be grateful. Is very important. Gratitude is very important as it concerns improving our attitude. Okay, now you want to see the things that are working for you. I have said this time and time again, a lot of us undervalue the things we do not have and overvalue the things we have. You want to learn to be grateful. It says ever grateful, ever progressive. You need to learn to be grateful. Recently, I thought to myself, if you cannot think, you can never be grateful. It's only people who think that have the capacity to be grateful, okay? To express gratitude. Recently, I called my cousin, my big sister, and I said, thank you so much. I said thank you because I thought that when I first came to Abuja, she opened her doors wide to me. Okay, if she had not been there for me, I probably wouldn't have settled down in Abuja, and I probably wouldn't have become what I have become today. I thought back and I decided to call her to say thank you. Now, gratitude is very important. You want to be grateful for the little things that you have. Work towards achieving more in your life, because you need to know that the key is in you. The key is within you. You look inward. There are things that are embedded in you that you're refusing to showcase out of fear or anything. You need to know that you need to bring them out. You have the capacity to be the best that you can be as an individual. Now, gratitude is an important part of improving your attitude. Then do not look down on anyone. You can never tell. Life goes round and round and round. The person you meet down today, you might meet that person up there tomorrow. A lot of us are very condescending. When you meet people, you begin to value them by the Versace and the Imperium Armani suits they are wearing and the Gucci and all of that. There is more to life than wearing designer clothes. The man who owns Facebook today is rich in hard currency. Like, this guy is so rich. He's a young man. I don't know if he's just in his early 40s or late 30s. I'm not sure of that information. But then again, you don't see him buying designer clothes and just flaunting it all over the place. I'm not saying that if you can afford it, you shouldn't do that. But then it shouldn't be it should not be your drive, just wearing designer clothes. And so do not be condescending when it comes to other people, because you don't know where you're going to meet these people tomorrow. This is an attitude you must adopt to have a good attitude, an acceptable attitude, an attitude that will propel you to meeting great people in life, to becoming the best that God has made you to be in life. Now, so in personal development, you want to take this point seriously and begin to develop yourself. You have to, I talked about listening skills. Now, what we call communication is as important as it can be. It's as important as the word important, okay? A lot of us do not know how important communication is. Now, when it comes to improving your attitude as an individual, communication skill comes into, it's very, very important. Like I said earlier, the moment you open your mouth, people know where you're coming from. People know how much you have invested into yourself, as it has to do with personal development. How do you relate with people? How do you speak to people? This is communication. It's an attitude. You want to carry it out there. People love you because of the way you speak. People can love you because of the way you interact with them. People can love you because of the level of wisdom you dispense to people out there. People can want to be with you because they know that they can get value from you. You must have a lot of value in you. When you step out of that place, you must leave value there. You have to understand that upgrading yourself to a point where you have, you have plenty of value in you is very important. And as far as I am concerned, this is not a professional opinion I'm going to tell you. This is an attitude you want to keep up with, an attitude you want to keep improving. It is an attitude. Now, all of these put together will make people want to be with you. People want to love you. People want to stay around you, knowing that you are loaded, like you are all shade of rights, okay? So this is an attitude, and it's an attitude you want to develop, as it has to do with personal development. So I want to use this opportunity to thank you for being here again. If you are returning to my channel, I can never tell you how much I appreciate you. You mean a lot to me. You are the reason why this channel is growing. I say thank you so much, okay? Now, if you're yet to subscribe, kindly go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so when I upload a content, you will see it. Thank you so much. I'm going to see you on my next video. If you're somewhat lost, you're trying to look for a way to connect this subject now to the other one, go to my video, the next video, and the next video. This series is on personal development, and the entire season we'll be doing things on personal development to help us understand how valuable it is to grow yourself as an individual to that point where you can appreciate yourself and have people around you begin to appreciate and embrace you and treat you better. So this is what this is all about. This is the Mindset podcast with Anosong. Thank you so much.